All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. Today we're doing Week 7 of the NFL Madden League, Season 12, 2018. I'm online coach, Big Kurt Lord Grain. I'm going to be coaching my Eagles. We're 4-2. We're trying to get a win. And I think that Carolina, checking out their season record, I'm gonna think Carolina. What is Carolina's record? I gotta see what Carolina's record is, but I think they're 3-5. Um, let me see. What's their season record? So I think they're either 3-2, possibly. Okay. We'll check out the standings and see if we can find Carolina. I know they're out there in the NFC. Okay. Carolina will be done. Right? Okay. Okay, so they're 3-2. All right. So Carolina is 3-2. Philadelphia, we're 4-2. So this should be a really interesting matchup. All right. This is week 7 of the Madden League, season 12, 2018. If anybody want to join any leagues where you can win money on my seasons, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price, or friend me on my YouTube page, Devin Smith. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell so you could be notified for new content. Also, check out my Facebook page, Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and the current.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, 2015 NFL MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers take on Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their third-year quarterback calling the shots under center. It'll be Carson Wentz.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back. On the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
Here we go, here we go.
State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out, it was Carolina. How are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a third down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? I mean, what are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nigel Bradham. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a good game. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, is his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. They'll look to throw here on first down. Ertz has it left side. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires. On the first quarter of action. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go. 180.
This is Ajayi. And an alley to run. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
What we got?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison able to get him for a loss of about 3. Back to throw here. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll drop the throw. Being chased out left. Now a hit and Foles loses the football. It's out. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll run again with Clement. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nigel Bradham. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Is there open spots?
First throw now for the backup Wentz. Step out. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Ayers. Able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way
I'm
you can
looking
run
for
back out
open
there and go,
spots right
totally
now.
didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're
Samuel
going to take care of
Rodriguez.
it,
Yeah,
but
I'm
you have to be
looking
careful
for,
not being too
open
cautious,
spots
because now
right
you can't
now,
run any
but-
offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see.
We ain't finding any right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Oh, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To the air again, Newton.
Dan just saw your stream and decided not to do every team a week.
Connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Wait,
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I didn't understand what you were saying, Jesus.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Anderson, as the 1st half is winding down. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's C.J. Anderson who tops it off with the touchdown run. Gano out
I
to kick
just
this one
noticed
away.
you aren't playing every game of the week. You went right to the Eagles again.
This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here to get it up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I did that one. I'll probably get back to that. You know,
Jay Ajayi
give me
works
other
his way
teams and
back
stuff like
onto the
that.
field. They've
I have
given
the
him
other
some
teams
touches. They
playing.
haven't had a lot of
You know,
success on the ground.
I did a week
going to
6
that
with the
route,
Eagles.
or do
I
you
played
mix it
every
up
other
more?
team
I
of the
think
week
you
in
mix
week
it up
6.
more, try and
And I
loosen
did the
things
Eagles
up.
as the last game
Get
of
the
week
defense
6.
to react to other people,
then I
other
started
plays,
my week
but
7
don't
too.
forget about it. That's
But I
your
still got
horse.
other
You know,
teams, too.
Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kid. But the rush too strong. They get
this
there
is
and take him
bad.
down. K1 short.
Oh, man, not
Busted
good.
throw to
I
get
should
him
have never
for a loss
started.
of 6.
Nick Foles, I should never start him.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get things started in the heartland, Kansas City, as they're at home to take on Cincinnati. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And
Bucket
they
Eagles is
trail
what
the
matters.
visiting
Go
Lions
Birds,
in
we
that
need
one.
this win.
Golden Tate, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that one all even as they play the visiting Cleveland Browns. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys lead on the road at the defending champs as we send you back up to Philly for the second half with Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where
Let's
I
go
enjoy
Eagles, we
talking
need
about
the
one of
win.
my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
All right, good defense play. Let's go.
In there
All right,
again,
we got to
his
shut down
second
Cam.
sack now of the
All right.
afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the
Good
line of
defense.
scrimmage.
Third and 20.
Lose a
Cam
yard
Newton's
that
going
time,
deep.
and that's going to lead to
Play
a
action.
third down.
Cover 3.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle
Did
him
he get it?
as he pulls it
Oh, who got hurt? I wonder who got hurt. I don't know who got hurt. Nice play by Cam. Still didn't get it. Good defense, Philly. That was a nice catch by Carolina. And that was a nice catch.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sproles. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me. And it's a fumble. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wait, you decided to put Wentz back in. What made you decide that?
Offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there.
I don't know.
The
Nick
rhythm
Foles
seems
wasn't
off.
doing what I wanted him
He's
to do.
averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here.
I don't know, man. I might put Nick Foles.
That will come the offense as they take over.
I don't know.
Carolina getting set to take the
Nick
field.
Foles wasn't doing what I wanted him to do
Last time
either.
they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field
too
position
crazy about
game.
Nick
You
Foles
are
in
to an
there.
extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of
trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
they don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
I'm sorry, but what was that?
Him at all from going back to him to find him.
Yeah, we put Nick Foles. We put Nick Foles back in the game.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down.
Yeah, man, we put him back in the game. Nick Foles,
incomplete.
we put him back.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a
Carson
row.
Wentz is not
Definitely
performing
needs
right,
something
man.
big
And,
here on 3rd and 10.
we are not
Conversely,
clicking.
defense has done a good job on
Not
1st and
looking good
2nd
at all.
down. The coverage has been draped. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a terrific return to take it up past the
That's good. Now we're going to try to get down the field. All right.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what
Hey
happened on the
dude,
last
after all,
one.
Big Nick Super Bowl MVP.
See what happens. And he'll lay out and
Yes,
pull
you
it
know
in. What a diving catch there.
MC Eagles, I'm going with Nick Foles, man.
18 there as the
Yeah, I
ball
think I got to go with
continues.
him. I'm going to have to go with him. Win, lose, or draw.
Foles.
I'm going to got to go with
To his
Foles.
left. And he's got some space here.
I gotta go with Foles. Win, lose, or draw.
It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
But after that New York game that you just saw,
Let's go.
if I would have started,
Here's Foles. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now,
if I would have started Nick Foles, it would have been better.
And they may be going backward
much
here.
better, even if we lost.
Holding offense.
It still would have been better keeping Nick
It's sad
Foles.
cause Wentz is a lot better in real life.
Right guard.
Right. You understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often,
I don't
because
understand
that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught with a penalty.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dontari Poe able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Foles. And that is
they're just blocking
incomplete.
everything. Damn.
That one was tipped in the air.
Yeah,
It became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused a well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of
Should have went for it, we need it bad.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that. But the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Glad to see you playing with Eagles again.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Robert Ayers.
I'm surprised you only had 3
his
points.
second sack now of the afternoon. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now back to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. K1 short in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock.
You know what? It was my fault. I wasn't
critical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
Yeah, I meant to go for 3. That's my fault.
There. You just analyzed it. He gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Then came back to score. I knew you would have stopped them.
You know what? It was my fault because I should have went for 3 like you said. That was my mess up, man. I messed up big time. Because I should have stopped him and went for 3.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far.
I should have went for 3. And either way, when we come back down the line, if we score 3,
and he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out.
But
so
hopefully
we'll see what they can
got
do
to
here,
score
Charles.
now.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling what they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they made...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Robert Ayers getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll look to throw here. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw now on first down.
You're holding the ball way too long.
Again, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you know what? If I release the ball fast, I'm going to throw a pick. I already know I'm going to get nervous and throw a pick. So if I release the ball too fast, I'm going to do what I did in New York.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
You know, I don't want to play like I just did in New York. Oh,
with this game still hanging in the balance.
I don't want to play like that. We
Two
got to
big
get
plays
in. We got to get in.
Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Game. We got to get in.
He'll look to throw.
Come on, let's go for this.
It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
And it not trying to tell you how to play JS.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before
come on,
it'll be an
let's go
important
Eagles.
third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Michael Pilardi now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Our last shot, you got this.
Punt so far as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A good pickup there at 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Just play until you get a win with the Eagles. You can't go to sleep with back-to-back losses, but you will get better if you keep playing, I promise.
Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey. And here's a cross into the score.
Let's go.
And now they can tie the game in the final stages of the extra point.
They can go for 2 and go for the win.
Okay, either
So
we go
getting
for
the big
2.
touchdown they need. Now what
win.
do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situations.
Hey, let's go.
Go as fast as
There we
possible.
go.
You already have
That's
your play
what I'm
call ready
talking
to go. Go
Oh,
for 2 and
16
decide
seconds
it
left.
right now.
So all right, they ripped us off. We already scored. They ripped us off, man.
Man, it was BS call.
You know it, man. You know it was a
You
BS
needed
call.
And
that.
now a critical
Oh, no
extra
doubt,
point
man.
attempt here.
There you go,
Forget the
Devin.
extra
Good
point.
play.
It's up
All
and
right,
going.
all right.
Very well.
It's a little harder. I'm not used to playing with Nick Foles, and
Just a
the defense is giving us a hard one. They shutting us down, man. It's been a tough game for us. Normally, we score a lot of points. It's been tough. So, you know, we're trying to hang in there, man. And like I said, we're getting ready to throw the game away. It's tough, man. You know, it's tough. We should have way more
Set
points
to go
here.
now with the kickoff. These
But
two
they've been
teams all
shutting us
even
down,
again
man.
as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
But it's a
And that'll
defensive
carry
game. This
over
is
the
going to
back
come
line
down
of the end
to
zone for a touchback.
this is going to come down to defense. This is a defensive game. Whoever got the best defense is going to take it. It's going to be a defense game, man.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard
We're going in
line.
overtime.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up
Why
the
you
third
call
down.
Timmy out
Brandon,
overtime?
we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
I
Coming
called
up,
timeout
dipping his nose
because I
in the
thought
mess
we
there
could
and
make
making
him
a
fumble.
nice play
You know
defensively.
what I mean? I thought we could make him fumble. I was hoping when we hit him again, we'd make him fumble, but it didn't happen. That's why I called timeout.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
Yes.
the other team gets
Oh,
the
we're gonna
possession to
receive
either
it?
match it
Okay, good.
or score a touchdown to win the ball game.
Right.
If both teams kick
Are we
field
gonna get it?
goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked
Okay,
up
we
by
get
the
the ball.
defense and they
Yes.
score,
All right.
the game is
We got a
over at
shot.
that point.
Okay, we get the ball, we got a shot. All right.
And
All right,
they
let's
will
see what
not
we
get
can
a
do.
chance to return
All right,
this
Nick
one
Foles,
as
let's
it's
do
through
it.
the end zone for a
All or
touchback.
nothing, we got to do it.
Philadelphia getting set to take
Let's
the
see what we
field.
can do.
They control their own destiny here. They
Come
have
on,
the
let's
football in
score.
overtime. Obviously,
All
a
right,
touchdown
big
win.
man, big
Other
man.
teams
Big
around the
man,
league
this is a
are
big shot
still
right here.
adjusting to the idea
We
of
can't lose
going
another
downfield,
week. I don't want
scoring
us
a
to lose
touchdown
another
wins
week.
the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in
Okay,
field
let's
goal
try.
range to win
Let's
a
see
game.
what we can do. I got to calm
Still having
down.
to make that
Make sure I don't make
transition.
no dumb plays.
Let's face it now. The
Okay.
ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Wentz steps away to his left. Open receiver complete.
God, man.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over
WTF,
there. That's a
that's
big
bullshit.
momentum
How was the
changer
illegal
and put your
forward
defense in
pass?
a bad spot.
I know, right? It was.
Oh man, Nick Foles got hurt.
It was garbage, man.
First throw in overtime for Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
That's good.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
That's what they learned from the
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, it's running every route well, the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
On third down, Newton dancing to his left. He can
Damn,
run
it's
for
just
it,
a
and he
game and
will.
it's stressing. That's how much I love the
Give him
Eagles.
8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he
time out.
Because a lot of guys have covered
Time out.
responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
The running on this game is horrible. They have no awareness at all.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Wow, they kick it 62 yards. No! Block it! Block it!
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins.
No
So for
way he
Carolina,
makes this field goal.
their good start continues
Dude,
as they
that's
get their
no way they
record up
should have
to
made it.
4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Play with the Eagles again.